Masih lagi ada yang baru masuk ni. Okay, so this content for your report. So the deadline is before final exam. Just before final exam. You can submit anytime, but the due date or deadline is before final exam. Okay, so you have ample time, about 2 months to discuss and prepare your report. So this is the report content. Okay, this is your report content. Okay, the first part is introduction. You just introduce what is your project, and then what is your objective of this project. Okay, so the objective is based on your project, based on your project, and then the third one is I think the third one is a very very important part. So we call as analysis. So in this part, it includes a drawing, maybe you have a drawing or photo, a calculation, and so on. Okay, and then after that is conclusion and your reference. So this is the content of the report. At the end of this semester, just before final exam, we have to submit this project, group project. Okay, so this is the content. So this content. Any question about the content? You need more explanation about this content? You can ask now. Any question? Very clear what you want to do after this? Okay? Okay. Semua faham? Ini yang akan buat nanti ni. Ha. Ha? Panjang mana? Dia tak bergantung pada panjang, dia bergantung pada dia punya apa isinya. Kalau satu perkataan tu boleh jelaskan semua, okeylah, satu perkataan je lah. Of course, it's not one word. You cannot explain something just one word. Okay, just one word. So I think you know the length. So the important thing is if somebody read this report, they understand. They know. They understand what your project. Okay. So I think this is not first time you prepare the report. So please, it's not depend on the thickness of your report. So, but the important thing is the content. What is the content? Okay. Anything else about this content?
Sir. I want to ask, for the analysis, right? Do we have to do the method for, for example, the methods or the discussion for our calculations, like how we obtain the answers, or why we use the method that we use? Do we have to include all of that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So drawing here, you should draw something, maybe a free body diagram or cross section, or anything about your project. Your project. So the project I will discuss later. So this is the content. This is content. Okay. So what's your project? Okay, what's your project? Actually, we want to make sure you understand what we have learned, what we studied before this. Okay, from chapter 1 to chapter 9. After this, we not cover another 2 chapters, chapter 8 and chapter 9. So you should, when you analyze, when you discuss some things, So you discuss based on your knowledge, based on your knowledge, based on your what we studied before this, what we studied before this. Okay, saya keluar sekejap ya, untuk bagi peluang pada kawan-kawan ni baru masuk ni. Siapa datang lambat ni? Sharwesh Karan. Okay. 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 What is the mini project? So mini project actually to make sure you understand what we have done before this. Okay, what we have done before this. Okay, so you want to apply the knowledge to the real application. The real application. The real application here, you can refer anything. You can refer anything. Maybe like this crane. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, maybe like this, or maybe like this. Okay, the important thing is you want to analyze one by one, and you refer to the what you have done, what you have learned before this. For example, in this case, okay, what is you can relate to this crane? For example, this is crane to this what we have done before. Okay, you can explain, you can analyze this crane. Okay, based on the let's say the bending stress. For example, when we put the weight, the mesh here, okay, this beam, okay, this beam will bending, deep bending, okay, and then what is the bending stress? Okay, what is the maximum bending stress, and where is the point, the weak point? Okay, and then here we have the pin. We have a pin here. So what is the shear stress of the pin? Chapter 1 is shear stress for the pin, tau equal to V over A here. And what is the tension of cable? What the size of cable? What the type of the materials? Okay, and this beam, what type of beam? Is it a hollow beam, I-beam, T-beam, or square beam, or rectangle beam? You can define yourself, you can define. And what type of the material? Okay, everything you define yourself, and then the length, the height, and so on. So this is up to you. Okay, up to you. So if you can analyze or design this crane based on your knowledge that you have until now, okay, as much as possible. So it means that you can carry mark, okay, more compared to if you just analyze based on the tension of the cable only, okay, and cable here and cable here, okay. So maybe the mark is less compared to you cover everything in our topic or in our chapters. Okay, please cover as much as possible. If in this case have the, let's say, the torsion, it involves a torque. Okay, you have to analyze, for example, the shear stress for the component, okay, TR over J, or maybe it involves the angle of this, TL over JE. Okay, you can apply. Or maybe the shear stress at any point here equal to VQIT, or bending stress my divided by I. So that is what we want to do in this mini project. So I think a group of 5 or group of 4 is enough for you to discuss and to decide. Okay, so you can choose any structure around you, any structure around you. Okay, but make sure it's not I think it's appropriate structure, not a very simple one. Okay, because if you choose a simple structure or simple application, your analysis is very, very limited, very, very limited. So if your analysis is very limited, so your mark also is very limited. Okay, so you can choose like this. For example, for this one, okay, you can model, let's say this is the weight here, so this is the shaft. Okay, in this is the support, the support, what the size of the support, what is the shear stress, what is the bending stress, what is the elongation, for example, when it compress here. Okay, data, what is data? Okay, data or equal to PL over AE. Okay, and also here, this is the motor, what is the torque, this is the shaft, this is coupling. Okay, and so on. You analyze one by one. One by one means that the very, very important one. Okay, very, very important. So at this stage, we just concentrate on the very important part in this application on this system, for example. Okay, or maybe like this. So this one is I not recommend you analyze like this. Analyze like this. Okay, but if you feel that this is you can analyze better, it's I think I still it's still acceptable. But you must analyze it very, very detailed. For example, this is the pin, what size of the pin, what is the shear stress in the pin, what type of material of the pin. Okay, and then this is the beam. What is the cross section of the beam, the material of the beam, the size, and so on. And also here, this is the cable. What type of cable, dimension of the cable, okay, material, and so on. And also here, so this is 3 pins. So how to analyze this one? And then when you put the weight here, what happened to this beam, this band? What is the deflection of the beam, and so on? It's very, very. If you choose like this, you must analyze this very, very detailed. Very, very detailed. Make sure you use all the knowledge you have. Okay, or maybe you this is your application, the bicycles. Okay, just imagine this is a bicycle, and then you can draw the free body diagram. Free body diagram, let's say you just put the mass here, let's say 100 kg. Okay, and then you study what happened to these tires, the deflection of the beam, the structure, and so on. Okay, so anything you want to discuss, you have to mention clearly what type of the material, the size of material, and then you refer to the all the stress involved, maybe bending stress, shear stress, and if involve the rotating part, okay, you must consider the angle of twist and the shear stress, TR over J. Okay, so this is example, but you can discuss in your group, and you choose one of them, and then you can delegate this job, this task, okay, in your group. Okay. Any question? Any question? Hello? Any question about this mini project?
Doctor,
Yes.
how about constant value?
Constant value? What is the constant value?
Modulus of elasticity or modulus of rigidity?
Modulus of elasticity, modulus of rigidity, and so on. So it depends on the material. Okay, let's say if you choose, let's say, aluminum, okay, you can ask Mr. Google. Okay, you can ask Mr. Google. Mr. Google can will give you the answer. You know, Mr. Google?
Yeah.
If you select the material is, let's say, the stainless steel, okay, just you type the mechanical properties or modulus of elasticity or modulus of rigidity of stainless steel. So Mr. Google will give the answer. And then sometimes the answer is slightly different, maybe from the reference number 1, modulus of rigidity about 81, or maybe you refer to the second reference, the modulus of rigidity is about the 82. It doesn't matter, but not one is 80, one is 800. No, normally because it depends on the class of material. Material means that if I have the aluminum, we have several types of aluminum. It depends on the class of the aluminum. Okay, the class of aluminum, it depends on the content of the aluminum. So, but it's not the differences is not the big. Yeah? For example, one is 80, another one may be 85 or 84. But of course, it's not 80, and another one is 800. No. Okay. You just ask Mr. Google.
Okay,
So,
brother.
yeah. Anything else? Okay. So, yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 Okay, references. References. Let's say this data, you refer to the let's say the books or journal or maybe magazine or a website. So you just put in your references. Okay. Okay. So at the end, so
Doktor, nak tanya ni satu ni.
yeah.
Yang kalau kan kita nak kena buat analysis kan. Dalam analysis ada calculation. So external force tu macam mana?
External
Kena
force.
letak value sendiri ke?
External force.
Ah,
External. External ke internal? External.
External.
Okay, you put your own. Letak je. Letak dalam nasabah lah. Kalau berat orang tu jangan ambil 2 kilogram. Okay? Yang ambil value yang nasabah lah. Okay, faham ah? Okay, kalau kita guna crane crane the weight must be higher kan. Let's say 100 kg, 700 kg. Okay, bukannya crane tu letak ke weight sama dengan 1 kg ya. Orang tak guna crane untuk angkat 1 kg. Okay, biar nasabah lah. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Any question? Any more question, please? So at the end, please send your report, submit your report to my emails. So use these emails, and then please state it, your subject. Your subject means that the heading, heading. Okay, SEMN 1113 so mini project, and your group. Your group means that group leader lah. Okay, let's say if let's say Amirul is a group leader here, just write your name here. So I know this is refer to the group, that certain group. Okay, don't submit. Everybody submit this mini project. Just one group, one report. One group, one report, not individual. Except if you want to run this project by your own, But I advise you to form a group. Form a group. Maximum is 5. Okay. Any question before we go to next second part for the quiz? Ada? Okay Siapa ni? Ibn Raj. Okay, so I think we proceed. The next part is for a quiz. Okay, for a quiz. Bila you boleh hantar? As soon as possible.
Sebelum pukul 12 Doktor.
Sebelum pukul 12 ah. Oh bagus ah. Saya ingatkan nak minta lepas raya.
Ah boleh Doktor. Raya Doktor.
Kalau soalan dia satu boleh sebelum ke 12 tu.
Petang kata.
Ha? So pukul berapa you nak hantar?
Soalan dia berapa banyak doktor?
Soalan satu je.
Dah saya.
Kalau nak banyak boleh tambah lagi.
Sebelum malam ni Doktor.
11 malam nanti doktor.
Ha? Oh awak ni. Kalau malam nanti baik kita hantar semester depan. Okay, so now is 10:30. 10:30. So 12 o'clock, okay. Okay, pukul 12. Okay, pukul 12 boleh.
Okay.
Pukul 12 ah, pukul 12. Make sure you gunakan this subject your email to the same my email and subject is this one SEMM 333 quiz.